What is up, y'all? I appreciate everybody that's been staying tuned, watching these videos. I'm not gonna lie, this might be my first video, or might be my second video. I don't even know, but you guys will know when it's posted. But alright, so I kind of want to explain a little bit about myself and let it be known who it is that I am, where I come from, and what I have going on right now. I like to keep things genuine. I like to be honest. I like to keep it real with everybody. So, if you don't know me already, my channel, Q knows, but my name is Seth. I prefer Seth because at the end of the day, now I'm trying to be a businessman. But when I was a little bit younger, I'd rather people call me by a nickname instead of my real name. So, yeah, this is where I'm at. I'm making this video for y'all finally, man. So today, and I'm giving free game today. I'm providing everybody with free game from now on. Ain't no paying me this, paying me that. Like, I'm gonna teach y'all how I came from this and made it to that. You know what I mean? And every day is still a struggle. I'm not gonna sit here and put a front on for nobody and be like, oh, my life is perfect, this and that. You guys might look in the background and be like, oh yeah, you're living great. Yeah, I'm gonna explain. So, a little bit about myself. I'm a 24, about to be 25 years old. Christmas is right around the corner. My birthday is a few days after Christmas. So, about to be 25 years old. If we want to rewind a little bit, I actually served 3 years in prison. And for me, it was like a little bit of setback. And in there, it was confusing and not understanding why I went there. But we have to understand and realize that no matter what it is we go through in life, or where we go, or who we run into, God has a plan and a purpose for everything. And hey, let's say you don't believe in God or whatever you believe in. I hope everybody understands that there's somebody high and somebody powerful and somebody in control of everything, because none of this stuff would be as it is. And once you start understanding certain things about yourself and about life, you're going to start realizing, like, wow, now that I started looking at it this way, this has started happening. Or I started looking this way and that started happening. Life is really based on how you approach it and how you respond to it. You know what I mean? So let me just give y'all a little bit of example. Using my jail or me going to prison, show what lesson I learned from that. So you guys can get a little bit of knowing of me. Before I went to jail, I thought it was cool to be out here, want to be in the streets and do this and do that. I'm not no thug. I'm not no gangster. I don't want to be none of that. Don't get me wrong. I've had times where I felt like I had to put on a harder shell on the outside, but really on the inside, I'm really soft and loving and kind, and I want to see nothing but everybody succeed. But everybody has those times in their life where they're just in a dark place, and that's kind of where I was between my teenage ages all the way up until I went to jail, really. And I went to jail when I was coming into my 19 years of age. So I'm not going to explain why I went to jail. Just know I was doing stuff I shouldn't be doing. And I don't blame nobody for anything, because at the end of the day, I'm a grown man and I'm accountable. So yeah, there may be other people in the situation, or people that said extra stuff that they shouldn't have said. But at the end of the day, I know what I did, and I have to man up to certain things. In that situation there, I fought it for a little while, but at the end of the day, I could have kept fighting. But at the end of the day, in my heart, I knew I was in the wrong. So I had to sign for the guilty plea. And me sitting there in prison and being so confused, losing family members, losing friends, and it's like, all this is happening and I can't do nothing. I can't go to funerals. I can't go and see nobody. And I started realizing, wait a minute, God's trying to sit me down right now. He's trying to get me to open my eyes and start analyzing my life for what it is. And me being locked up, I realized that's not who I was or what I wanted to be. It was just a moment in my life that's building me to be who I'm gonna be. So, let's say I never went to jail. All honesty, I know what God knows what he's doing. He has a purpose in my life, because if he didn't have a purpose in my life, I would have been dead, or I would have did my life in jail. Those are the two other outcomes. But no, I have a purpose in my life. And not only that, but I have a good mind that can think as well. So when I sat down, I actually sat there and I spoke to God, and I said, God, why am I here? Why am I in this situation? And it's like, we're sitting there calling out, why? But we can't even rewind to be like, wait a minute. I see why. When you was trying to tell me to slow down, I was trying to speed up. When you was telling me to put that down, I was trying to pick it up. Why am I going to defy God and defy nature and the universe? You can't do that type of stuff. You can't do it, because it's only going to set you back. But at the same time, things that set you back can also build you up for the future. And that's what that did for me. I could have sat there in that cell, and I could have lost my mind to the point where I'd be completely fried out and come out here. Don't get me wrong. I got my moments where I remember those times, and I remember how it felt being in there. But then I have to come back to reality and let myself know, like, hey, that was all a period of my life. That's not something that was going to last forever. That was just something to build me to be the man I am. And so now that I've came home, and I've been home almost 4 years now, basically. Really? Time flying. I got out in 2022. 2023, okay, I'm tripping. I don't know where I get 4 from. It's about to be 2025. So I almost been out 3 years. So what I can say has been a blessing. Before I went to jail, it was a struggle to even save up $1,000 to my name. But mind you, this was back before the pandemic, you know what I mean? So today $1,000 is like $100. 10,000 is like 1,000 now, you know what I mean? But a little bit before the pandemic, because I lived through the pandemic in jail, in prison, you know what I mean? So I seen the whole world flash before my eyes. I'm thinking the world's about to end. But I don't want to get too much off a topic with that there. But I just want everybody to understand that there's a purpose for everything that we go through. We may lose somebody today, we could lose somebody tomorrow. But God had a reason for that person leaving. Whether it was something to help out the next person, or maybe it was just their time, because people's time comes short, and it is unfortunate. But we have to understand that we have a purpose. Each and one of us has a purpose. And I want everybody to understand this right here. When you feel like you're being attacked and you're being battled and everything's going against what you want or what you're trying to build and what you're trying to grow, is because you're getting close. Don't give up now. Y'all ever seen the picture with a dude with a mine, and he's mining at the rocks. And he want to give up, but the diamonds are right there. You don't want to give up right before you touch your blessing. Don't give up before you touch your blessing, because there's been so many opportunities I had in my life where I'll get right here and the blessing is right there. And I'm like, what am I doing? What is wrong? This and that. And I just give it up and I move on to the next thing. And I've done it a few times in my life, and people that's like me, and if you've went through every YouTube video, read every book, or try to expand your mind as much as possible, I've been there and I'm still living that. Every day I wake up and tell myself, this is going to be a beautiful day no matter what happens. Nothing is going to stop my day from being beautiful. And if anything negative that I feel negative is happening, I will refuse and rebuke that to interfere with my happiness in the way I continue my life. Because when things happen, it is for a reason. It is for a reason. So I want everybody to take time right now. Think about your lives. Think about everything that you have in your life that you always thinking, oh, I need this to be better or that to be more or this and that. Do you have a roof over your head? Are you able to get to work and from work? You may not have a vehicle, but at least you can get there and from there. At least you could wake up in a bed. I know most people that are watching this, I hope you're waking up in a bed, because if you're watching this, I don't know what you're doing. How are you even watching this? You know what I mean? But I want everybody to understand that there's a purpose to your life. Don't give up. And when things get harder, you push harder and you fight stronger and you call to God. If you can't do it yourself, you call to God. But yeah, so today We finna be vlogging today, y'all boys. I got a video we finna be cooking up. We're doing a day in the life with my boy here. We're gonna be vlogging the whole day. I'm gonna cut my video here and then gotta get to work so we can get started with his video. But I appreciate everybody that tuned in, seen this video, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one.